This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
Welcome to the Canada 2022 World Cup Squad Part 3. This is the midfielders, and this is the midfielders I picked that are going into the squad who will definitely get on the plane to go to Qatar. If you feel that you don't agree, please drop a comment down below. I'd love to see who you pick. I really would. And don't always agree. It's a good thing to disagree. But if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and pass this around to all your Canadian friends, because as we get to Qatar, the World Cup, we want to be opening up live shows every day. So let's get bigger together. Let's pass this around. Today's show is all about the midfielders. So let's get on to it. The first guy I'm going to pick is Tajon Buchanan. He's 23 years old. And he's come a long way in a short time, guys. I mean, we've all seen him in the qualifying. It was absolutely spectacular what he did at time. Let's not forget, he's played 24 times for the national team and he scored 4 goals. He's a vital part of the wide play for Team Canada. I love what he brings. I just want to see him go more direct. I think if he went more direct, he'd have a little bit more luck. He's at Club Bruges right now, where a fellow Canadian player is, Kyle Larin. We'll talk about him in the next video. But yeah, Tajon Buchanan, he's the first one on the list, and he is on the train, getting to the station, getting on the plane, going to Qatar with the boys. Next up, Atiba Hutchinson, 39 years old. He's going to be 40 next year. When you say? February the 8th, 2023. Now, this is what I reckon. It's a hunch, but I reckon that Atiba will retire after the World Cup. The reason why is he played 97 games already for Canada, scoring 9 goals. We got a couple of friendly games coming in November and one in September. If he plays all 3, he'll be at 100. I think Johnny Herdman will only want to play him twice, so that possibly the first game of the World Cup against Belgium, he might want to let Atiba get his 100th game. And what a special day to get your 100th appearance for the national team, yeah? Let's hope that comes off. But anyhow, as it stands, Atiba has been at Besiktas in Turkey since 2013, a Turkish big team, played 265 games, scoring 23 goals. He's an icon, he's a legend. Let's see him have game 100 at the World Cup. He's on the bus, he's going down the train, he's on the plane going to Qatar. Mark Anthony Kaye, 35 times he's played for the national team, 2 goals. He's with TFC, he's been a few teams before in the MLS, he's a top player. He has a competitive edge. But mostly, he needs to keep his head. Remember the red card incident in qualifying? Yep, 2 yellow cards, you're gone. That's a red, but it happened. He's got to keep his head. He offers a lot in the middle, and he deserves his place in the squad. He's on the train, and he's getting on the plane. He is going to Qatar, in my money. Next up, Alphonso Davies. Whoa! Alphonso, whoa! He keeps the ball in play. Destroys Panama's Day. Alphonso, whoa, Alphonso, whoa. I love that song. I made it myself. Now, Alphonso, 32 times he's played for the national team, 12 goals already. Nearly 1 in 3. That's not bad, eh? Big Bayern Munich number. We all know that. He's 21, but he'll be 22 when the Qatar World Cup comes along, because November 2nd is Alphonso's birthday. Mark your calendars, people. Now, for Canada, he's the complete all-rounder. He does it both ways. He tackles, he fights, and he can skin you alive with ball play and skill. And he can also slot it in anytime he likes. An absolute gem that we have in Alphonso. But for us to get out of the group, Alphonso's going to have to produce. Next up, Samuel Piet. I love this guy. He's what I call the ball winner in the middle. He'll get that ball out of trouble. He'll pass it off to the skill players and set off the move. He's what we call the ball winner. And you need ball winners. You don't just need skill players. Alphonso is a skill player, but Samuel Piet, he brings that rugged toughness. He's got skill too, but his rugged toughness, ball winning ability will stop those with skill around him. And once he's got the ball, he has one thing to do. Pass to the guy who's got the skill. Samuel's played 62 times for Team Canada, hasn't scored a goal yet. Wouldn't it be lovely if he scores at the World Cup? And he's a CF Montreal player. Moving on, Steven Estakio, another great part of Team Canada. He's only 25, remember, and he's so important to the team's play. He's played 24 times for Team Canada, scored 3 goals, and he's a big number at FC Porto in Portugal. He passes, he tackles, he has a soccer brain, and the ball goes where it needs to go. The ball is always the pressure spot. As our team moves forward, he's our pivot player, and he's absolutely vital of that part of the team. wherever the ball goes, it's because he sends it there. And he sets up the play before it even goes down the line, down the wing, into the box, and into the back of the net. Mega part of our team. Stephen Estakio, I love this guy. Moving along, Jonathan Osorio, elder statesman. He's 30 years old now. He's played 55 times for the national team. 7 goals he's scored. He's a big player with a big experience on the national team. Toronto FC is the club team. He's played 258 games, scoring 42 goals as a midfielder since 2013. He's a big number there. What he brings to the floor is the experience, the calming experience into the game, and the influence to calm people down. His experience has been key on many occasions. He's got an eye for goal too, and that's what I love about him. He knows how to manage the game well. He knows how to assess what's going on around him, and although he's only 5'9", he plays like he's 6'5". And finally, the guys getting on the plane, going to Qatar in the midfield core, we're looking at Liam Fraser. He's 24. He's played 14 times for the national team. Right now, he's in Belgium with Deinze. Liam joined Deinze in January 2022 on a 2.5-year deal, and so far, he's played 12 games. Now, moving on, we've got to take a look at the backup players, midfield backup players. The first one I'm going to talk about is Joel Waterman. I know I put him into the defensive backup players, but he's a defender and a midfielder, and he gets my vote again to get into the backup midfield players going to Qatar if someone doesn't have a good day or should get sick. Joel Waterman's my first choice. Then we've got Dave Weatherspoon. He's 32. He's played 10 times for Team Canada. He's also scored a goal. He's a big number with St Johnstone in Scotland, and it's all about a wealth of experience with Weatherspoon, and his management, game management under pressure is where he excels. Should we need a replacement with a great experienced head, David Weatherspoon would be a great choice. Moving on, Russell T-Burt, 29, played 27 times for the national team, scoring 2 goals. He's a big number with the Vancouver Whitecaps. He's played 238 times for the Caps, scoring 4 goals. He's another experienced backup waiting to be called up. He's got lots of international experience, and he's a safe player too. And finally, our backup midfield players. I'm going for a youngster. You know about him, but I don't think he's going to get on the plane as a starting choice. He's a backup choice, and that's Ismail Kone. I know CF Montreal fans, you'll hate me for that one, but he's only 20, and he hasn't really proved it at the international stage. Yes, he's played twice for Canada, but I think he needs time to be a Canadian starter. His game can be explosive, and he is talented, but I see this as far as he can go at the moment at this backup slot, and it's the right level for him now. But should somebody get sick or someone get injured, then call him up, because if you need youth and you need legs and you need an explosive player, he could be the one that does it on the day. But remember, he did play 2 games in qualifying. There we go, guys. That's the midfielders getting on the plane. That's the midfield backup players too. If you don't like what you hear, make a comment down below. If you do like what you hear, please subscribe and let me know. At the end of the day, there's the midfielders. Next one coming up, part 4, will be the forwards going to Qatar and the backup players too. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and subscribe if you haven't already.
The ultimate soccer show. Join me, listen, you'll love it. Everybody does.